Which would you use to clean up after DIY? Henry? Dyson DC40. Henry Dyson, Henry Dyson, Henry Dyson. Well, I had this in for repair because somebody's builders decided that it was Dyson. Let's see what damage it's caused. So yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? This is a piece of work that I've got in, a lady who, I've done a few of her Dysons, this is her mother's. Her mother had some DIY work done and the builders decided to use it to clean up because they didn't have their own vacuum, and apparently it doesn't work very well now. Now anybody with a smattering of knowledge about Dysons will know that they hate plaster dust. It is cancer to them. I've lost count of the number of machines I've refurbished that are utterly fine, apart from being covered in plaster dust. It's lighter than the Cyclone is built for on all of them. DC01 through to now, the plaster dust is finer, therefore it gets sucked through the airflow and through the machine. So we're going to have a look at this machine in some detail to see what damage it has caused. But first, I need to plug it in because I haven't actually tested it yet. So, we have power, let's see what's occurring. Okay, so performance wise it isn't actually too bad, I will give it that. However, there's a very strong smell of damp plaster in the air. So let's see what's happened. Well, the first thing is that whoever emptied it last trapped a bit of dirt in here. So we'll empty this out just so that we can get rid of that. And obviously the first thing that we can see, I can get the bin off, is that the seals on the bottom of the bin flap are white with dust, so they're not going to be sealing very well at all. Problem is, Dysons rely on spot on rubber seals. If they don't have them, it doesn't work. Ooh, smells very plastery. Let's check the filter, which is pretty bad. I'll be honest, you can't, I mean, the outside's not too bad, but the inside you can tell. I mean, I don't know. There we go. Yeah, that's quite bad, and obviously now all inside is utterly caked in the stuff, so although it does work okay, it should work a fair bit better. Let's just pop this on here. Why do they make the tolerances so bad? I've got plaster on me. There we go. So, there we go. They've got paint all over the dusting bus, which, to be honest, isn't the crime of the century. Let's be completely fair. Let's see what damage is on the hose. Well, I don't think they used the hose to clean it up, because although it is filthy, it's not plaster dust filthy. So yeah, that's not too bad. Let's just take the hose out. Hang on. Really? There we go. So yeah, not too horrific on the hose front, I'll be honest. We'd be a bit picky if we said that. Let's remove the red clip and take the brush roll housing off. See what, that's not clogged up. I'm amazed at that. Normally they clog right up, although obviously you can see, thanks to the clear design, that you can't see much. Thanks to the clear design, all in there on both sides is pretty bad. I mean, The whole thing's got a fine layer of dust on it. Yeah, it's just everywhere really. It's always going to smell of plaster dust. It's never going to be 100% fine. So, it's not blocked, so that's one thing. She said it didn't work, so I like it as if it was blocked. So I'm not entirely quite sure where she got that from, but you can certainly see it all around the base and in there. However, I have a sneaking suspicion that if we have a look at the filter assembly, get it off. Come on, turn. It actually turn a lot sweeter as well. Oh, that is covered in the stuff. What's even more covered in the stuff is the motor housing. I mean, my camera's glaring on that. Hang on, let me see if I can't really focus, but let me try and get a better shot. There we go. I've come away, the light's over there. I've come away from the light. Yeah, you can see that is just covered in plaster dust. So that has gone right through the machine, through the motor and out, which is basically why it's going to need a full strip down in order to get it gone, which I'm perfectly fine with because I get paid for it. In fact, she said charge full price because they're going to claim it back from their builders, so will do. But yeah, pop that on. You can wash these apparently. They're not papery paper, so yes, that'll go through the wash. Is that on fire? That's dust. Dusty, dusty dust. But because it's not black and like really disgusting, it will wash off. The plaster dust will come out of that. I mean, you'll never vacuum it clean because it'll be blown so far into the filter medium that it will need a good wash to get off. So a good trip through the washing machine will see it right. Pop the brush roll housing back on. There we go. Pop the bin back on. Put the hose on. There we go. Oh, knocked you a bit there. Sorry about that. Being a bit of a pain. Why do Dyson hoses always do this on the back of the hose cup? I think they'd have fixed that by now. Come on, there we go. Something's making that not happy. And then we basically need to just clean up this little bit of mess here. That, in fact, actually most of it's here. Let me. There you go. Look, you can see it now. Look, there it is. So we best get that whipped up whilst it's still filthy and smelling like a building site. See, I don't mind the smell of plaster, I quite like it. But it is nice when it's overpowering like that. I mean, if you just spend a whole week lovingly skimming your bedroom or your front room, great, it's a smell of success. The smell of a good job. And when it's coming out of an Hoover, it's not that nice. So that will be cleaned, stripped, washed, polished, dried and put back together, and I shall try and do a little after video if you want. Can't promise, but we'll give it a go. But yeah, basically, don't use a Dyson for DIY because they don't like it. Definitely don't use something like, say, a Vax Mac Air either, because it'll have even worse filtration. I mean, Dysons are better than that, so don't use bagless vacuums for DIY unless you don't want it anymore. Top tip. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.